Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Unsung Gamer. Alright guys, week 14. We got to take on Washington in this game. That was a really tough game last season for us when we were using the Rams, and so I have no reason to believe it will be any different with Tampa Bay. We did also lose Reggie Cobb in the last game. I'm hoping we get him back before this one because it's going to be tough sledding without our top back, because we really don't have a good option past him. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do my best to remember at the end of this game, because it's the end of the third quarter of the season. I need to go check and see where the standings are and the leaders and all that stuff, just to kind of see where we are. And obviously we get no Cobb back, so just gonna have to try to work around it. Eddie Murray here. Let's boot a deep one. Playing in the snow. Very rare game. Play in the snow. Obviously later in the season, we're definitely not playing in Tampa Bay.
Round 52, round 52.
All right, come on. All right, we're going to cover another run.
Red 24, red 24.
They're going to throw, I think. I think this is a pass. Yes, it is. All right, deflected. All right, we're going to call, I think I'm going to call a run still.
Blue 48, blue 48.
Oh, I think this is also a pass. It is. Ripping falls down. All right, deflected again. Got Mayhew back there doing his thing. See if we can bust in there. Goodburn with a pretty good punt. He dropped that in a great place. Okay. Well, that leaves us with Anderson at running back. I'm not feeling the love here. This is going to be tough sledding, but we got to keep trying to play the game we've been playing. Although I may throw a little bit more than I have been. That's the bad part when you have a team like this and you don't really... I just got out of bounds for taking the loss. When you don't really have anybody to back up, you know, you're... Oh, that's a terrible throw. Intercepted. I'll be darned. That's awful.
Blue 43, blue 43.
All right. All right, dropped him down.
Red 24.
All right, he's throwing. Got a couple guys on that one.
Blue 48, blue 48.
All right, deflect away. Did force a field goal. Kind of stinks how that started. Well, nobody getting through, and he drives it straight down the middle, as he should, because there was literally no pressure on him at all. Oh, what a kick. Well, I'll be taking that one, downing that in the end zone. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go motion this time.
Round 52, round 52.
The Berg with a very rare interception. About 45 different people following him. All right, Ron Hall. That should be a first down. And it was.
First down.
All right, let's go with a pitch to Anderson.
Red 24.
I'm not expecting a lot out of him, but yeah, 2 yards. Honestly, though, would Cobb have done any better with that swarm there in front of him? Probably not.
Set.
All right, come on. Literally nothing open. I'm going with Workman downfield. Big first down. Ugh. Gummit.
First down.
Thought I had a touchdown there. All right, we're going to hand off here.
Red 32.
I'm going to go left side. All right, we're in. And Anderson gets his first touchdown of the season. Not something I was hoping to have to do, but sometimes things get thrust upon you, and this is one of those times. Up 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. And we have to boot it off. Really need to get another stop here. Okay, it's a good start. Get the touchback. Kind of get set and then see if we can hold them. Got him. I bit, and then I bit on the first part, about bit on the second one. I was like, I got to go. Because if I don't, I'm very likely to be in trouble here. All right. Called pass defense this time. All right, we got him. We got him. All right, so I'm going to call that crazy-looking little pass play they used. They did not do it on this one, I do not believe. Of course. I mean, tried to just stay in front of him, and they come and find me. And literally my entire team is just chasing Biner down the field. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Almost 100 yards for him already on the day. All right, we got 3:38 to come back, see if we can score. We are trying to keep what's been basically a magical season going. I mean, the fact that we beat the 49ers is just ridiculous, especially how we won that game. So, I mean, in my mind, I'm like, this seems like this would, oh, God. Thought I had open field. Anyway, after winning that game and the way some of these others have kind of played out, it's like, man, this should be just a ridiculous season. But I'm a little nervous about it without Reggie Cobb at this point, and who knows how long we'll be without him. Computer makes that decision. It's not like it's not something they tell you about. You just kind of have to work with it. All right, big first down. All right, we're going to go with that cross route.
Red 24.
All right, that's what I needed. Hawkins running downfield. Launch it. Touchdown. What a throw. Beautiful pass. Beautiful. DeBerg making up for that really bad throw. Cost us an INT. All right. All right, got him on the 10. Let's see if we can hold him.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
Okay, this is not one of their crazy plays, just a play action. All right, we had somebody down there. Felt pretty good about that. Okay.
Round 52.
just trying to kind of stay nearby. Unfortunately, you just sometimes get blocked out of the plays, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Blue 43. Blue 43.
And I don't know who's coming after that. Oh, and I got shed. Of course I did. Oh.
First down.
It's so hard when you can get up there and you can make a good play on the ball, and then you get shed by the blocker. It just sucks. It just sucks. There's no good way to put it. It just sucks. Oh man, I thought I was in good position too, but I wasn't. Thankfully, he overthrew that pass. All right, they're gonna go for the field goal. I mean, I feel pretty good about that, considering all facts considering. I feel pretty good about that, and he missed it. Aha! I'm going with that crossing pattern. See if I can get Hawkins back downfield again. I'm gonna ride out of bounds. I know that seems kind of counterintuitive just to end the half, but I want one more look at that. Oh, he's open for the moment. I don't know. Okay, he made the catch. Great catch. And stopped, of course. Oh, well. It was worth a try. I thought, you know what? If I could steal one more touchdown before the half, that would be great. All right, so Anderson's got 4 carries for 9 yards. Biner's got 4 carries for 101, but we all know that like 90-something of that was on one play. DeBerg, 85% completion percentage, 190 yards. Of course, couple one touchdown, 1 interception. So we're gonna have to, try to battle our way back here, or battle our way to another touchdown. Like I said, I was really hoping I was going to be able to get a, kind of steal a touchdown there at the end. It would sure help. This, pretty solid run there. The issue with playing the Skins is their playbook. It's very hard to tell what they're doing right up until they do it. And so, all right, I'm gonna give Hall another ball. Bad throw, but it worked out all right. I'm gonna try that rollout pass. Let's see what happens here. All right. Yes, they let him go. Dawsey is wide open. Touchdown. Man, standing all by himself. Perfect. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. All right. So DeBerg, so far, one really bad throw, and then after that, maybe he had some jitters or something, but he's putting the ball on the money on those downfield shots. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to decide. They still like to run a lot, and obviously this is some weird pass. Just got to figure out where to get. All right, somebody was back there, thankfully. I was trying to stay short too. It's kind of hard to do that. Don't know what they're calling. So that's the thing. It's so hard to tell what they're doing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And he had a guy wide open, and why he didn't throw it, I don't know. But we're gonna be thankful. We are just gonna sit here and be thankful. All right, we're gonna pass defend.
Red 24. Red 24.
I think I called this play. Yes, I did. Safety. Hot dog. Sorry for your ears. Oh man, I needed that. Woo, 23-10. I'm sweating. It's so hard, and I don't you know, I know it's just another game you just playing, but I'm sitting here. We're undefeated through this point of the season. We beat the Niners, and I'm sitting here with a really, you know, mediocre team, and you know we're undefeated this late in the season. And so, you know, I'm kind of invested a bit in, you know, making something out of this.
First down.
I mean, we may get to the first round of the playoffs and get blown out, but for right now, all right, I'm going with the rollout pass. All right, nobody left open except for Hall. Gosh, I mean, just not enough arm strength really to carry that. And I couldn't, you know, usually my plan, quote unquote, for when that happens is to step up. But unfortunately, you know, I'm being chased. I may have to put that in the highlight reel. If y'all just saw the okey doke I gave that guy with Steve DeBerg, who runs a mile in 45 hours. I mean, he is so slow. It's not even, well, it is funny. No. Oh, another errant pass, and I had it. From where we're at, I'm going to try the field goal. I don't know if I'm going to get it from here, but I'm going to try it. Come on, get there. It did. I mean, that puts me up easily by more than 2 scores. So, the best they could do is touchdown. I'd still be ahead. So, question is, can we hold them off from this point? I just really hate DeBerg missed that pass because, man, that was such an opportunity. Somebody was down there. I just had to trust that they could do it. All right. All right, got him that time. I'm gonna pass defend here.
Red 24.
Of course. I mean, we're not gonna catch him. I don't have anybody with that kind of speed.
Touchdown.
Oh. Ernest Biner. That's why getting that field goal was so important, because I'm still, even if something happens and I can't score on this next one, I still can't, you know, they still can't just completely overtake me in one shot. Just trying to get out of bounds. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, crud. Got a yard gain. All right, we're going to the shotgun. All right. Got Hall open if we can hit him. Perfect. All right, first down.
First down.
Okay. We're going to give Anderson a shot off left tackle here. I just kind of want to remind them that, you know, we do still have a running back. It's just not, well, he's channeling his inner Cobb right now. All right, we're going to try the rollout. It's a good short yardage play. Oh, man, I could not get away. Speaking of all man, there's Charles Mann taking me down.
Blue 48. Blue 48.
All right. Oh, look who is wide open. Touchdown. Yes, we needed that so bad. All right, that's pretty much probably going to ice the game. I'll tell you, DeBerg has had a couple of errant throws, but he has basically carried this team in this game. I mean, he throws it completely to the moon to get it back down, but get it downfield. But we'll take it. All right, I'm gonna pass defend.
Red 24.
Of course, they're running one of these that could be one of a dozen plays, it feels like. All right. All right. I did what I needed to do, which was stay in front of him. That's just not easy. That is so not easy. I'll call another run. I don't know that that's what they're going to do, but that's what I'm going to call. So he is doing the same play. Good. He just, I mean, he's got the ability and the agility to move. Defenses, most of the defensive players can't react like that. So a running back, running back or a receiver, one of them might be able to make that cut, and they don't really lose momentum. But the defensive backs, they lose tons of momentum. All right. I will take that. All right, timeout called there. I am going to call another pass defense. I may have called the play. I think I did. I did. Hot dog. Keith McCants diving in there and getting him a hit. All right, we're going to call pass defense again. And not this one, I don't believe. It was a play action. All right, just get back, make the tackle. That's all we got to do. All right, we're going to pass defend again. Not this one. I'm fairly certain that this is not the one. Gotcha. Turnover. Whew. All right. This game has felt so in doubt the whole time. Oh, great catch. And somehow Workman couldn't break the tackle, but yeah, you guys know I've got to go one more try here. Oh, I fell down. Oh well. And that's how we end the game. I forgot the snow, you slick and fall. I was like, oh man, I got him. And then I was like, why isn't it switching to the receiver? But that's okay. Anderson, 6 carries for a whopping 17 yards. Biner had 6 carries for 184. Most of that on a couple of 2-3 big runs. Did the best we could with it. DeBerg, 79% completion percentage, 353 yards. That's a big game for any quarterback. And of course, that one pick on a really bad throw. Now he had a couple of throws on there otherwise that probably could have gone for touchdowns, but unfortunately did not get them. And we have already wrapped up the NFC Central. Wow. Just wow. That is so crazy. We've already wrapped it up. So let's go ahead and look real quick at the leaders. Obviously that was a quarter of a season. DeBerg, he has gone for 126 attempts, 94 completions for a 74.6 completion percentage, 2,418 yards, 19.2 yard average, which is still really good, 25 touchdowns to 3 picks. Really, really good. I mean, Warren Moon's got 32 touchdowns, but he's got 16 interceptions, so I'll take it. I'll take it. We got 200 rating. Next closest is 172, so we're doing pretty good right there. Let's go over to receiving. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have anybody. Hawkins at tied for 8 there. I'm not seeing anybody else really close. We spread the ball around quite a bit, so I didn't expect to see anybody leading there. Cobb is still somehow leading the NFL in rushing. Hope we get him back in the next game. We really could use him. I mean, we lost him for, I believe, most of the previous game and all of this past game. So I'm hoping we get him back so we can keep working on him getting his rushing title. He's still the leading scorer in the NFL. Punting-wise, Trzynski, 1 for 68. Interceptions, I know we don't have anybody there. We don't really pick a lot of passes. Nickerson is number 2 with 20. Cox with Miami is having a big year. I'm glad we're not playing them right now. Punt returns, nothing. Kick returns, nothing. There's usually almost nothing there to look at for us. All right, let's go ahead and look at team rankings offensively. And so offensively, we're number 3, which is kind of what I was expecting, somewhere in that vicinity. Number 7 in pass and rush, we're number 8. Somehow or another, without our top back and not even really trying to run much of that last game, we are still pretty high on the totem pole there. I'm happy to see that. Defensively, I don't get it. I don't know how. I mean, we just don't give up a lot of pass yards, and I guess that's the thing. I mean, we're almost 1,000 yards better than the next team, so I guess that's how we're doing it. Rush defense-wise, though, we're down toward the bottom, number 24. I'm really surprised there's any team worse than us at stopping the run. And standings, we're going to look and see. We know we've won our division, but we're going to look around. Miami and Buffalo still kind of battling it out for the AFC East. AFC Central, Houston's got a pretty good lead on Pittsburgh there. They may be able to close that out fairly soon. Going to the West, Denver and the Raiders still, battling back and forth. Whoever loses that, or whoever comes in second, is probably going to end up in the playoffs at 8-4 right now with both of them. Going over to the Eastern Division, Cowboys are also undefeated. That could be interesting later on. Philadelphia is probably going to end up in the playoffs. And Washington, as tough as they felt, are at 4-8. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Central Division, we are at 12-0, and I've already locked ours up. Minnesota's the closest one to us at 7-5. And going to the West, it is a battle right now between San Francisco and New Orleans. So the Saints and the Niners fighting it out there. San Francisco's played one less game than the Saints, and so we'll see kind of how that ends up falling at the end of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and sim through that last game. Oh, that's how they didn't play it, guys. Mercy. All right, so let's look real quick back at the West. So, okay, they're up. They're up a game in that division. I'm going to look real quick and just make sure that didn't make a truckload of difference. I doubt it did. Nope. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. No, everything stayed pretty much the same there. NFL leaders. I'm sure Steve Young did not catch me because everybody was so far away. He did overtake my yards in passing, but that's not too bad. And Jerry Rice just adding to his totals because that's what Jerry Rice does. So, all right, there you have it, guys. That is another week in the books. When we come back, we'll be playing Chicago in our last divisional game of the year, and then we've got the Raiders, Denver, and San Diego to finish it out. So we're playing the AFC. We're playing the AFC West as our division, and we're playing 3 of the teams at the end of the week or at the end of the season. So kind of wild how they work that out, but it is what it is, and we're going to carry on through with it in the next game. So, all right, guys, if you like this kind of content, hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next game.